Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss Markov Decision Processes or MDPS. This topic will lay the bedrock for our understanding of reinforcement learning. So let's get to it. Suppose this is an agent. Actually, Markov decision process gives us a way to formalize sequential decision making. This formalization is the basis for problems that are solved with reinforcement learning. To kick things off, let's discuss the components involved in Markov decision processes. In an MDP, Markov decision process, we have a decision maker called an agent, and this is your agent that interact with the environment that it's placed in. This interaction occurs sequentially over time, and each time step the agent will get some representation of the environment state, and given this representation that agent select an action to take. So it's very simple. On the basis of environment, agents select their actions. Actually, the environment is then transitioned into some new state, and the agent is given a reward as a consequence of its previous action. So, to summarize, the components of an MDP include environment, the agent, all the possible states of the environment, all the actions that the agent can take in the environment is then transitioned into some new rewards. Yeah, we can say um, in the into some new states, and the agent is given a reward as a consequence of its previous action. So to summarize, the component of an MTP includes agent, environment, states, all the possible states of the environment, actions, all the actions that the agent can take in the environment, and the last one is the reward. And all the rewards that the agent can receive from taking action in the environment, this process of selecting an action from a given state, transitioning to a new state, and receiving a reward happening sequentially over and over again, which creates something called a trajectory that shows the sequence of state actions and rewards throughout the process. It's the agent goal to maximize the total amount of rewards that it receives from taking action and given states of the environment. This means that the agent wants to maximize not just the immediate reward but the cumulative reward that it will receive over and over time. Now let's see the component of MDP. I already discussed the component of MDP. Let's get a bit mathematical representation, mathematical notation. This will make things easier for us going forward. So we are now going to repeat what we just usually discuss, but in a more formal and mathematically noted way in an MDP. So you can see here, we have a set of states big S and a set of action big A and a set of rewards big R. This is big S, the big A, and then the big R. So I'm repeating again, big S is set of states and the A set of action and the R set of rewards. We'll assume each of these sets have a finite number of elements at each time t step step t that agent receive from some representation of the environment state as sub t best s. On this state, agent select an action at base a. This gives us the state action pair st comma at time t, and then increment it to the next state as step t plus 1, and the environment is transition into a new state represented by as sub t plus 1. At this time st plus 1 as the agent receive a numerical reward rt plus 1 based R for taking the action AT from the state ST. So generally we can kind of think of this process of receiving a reward as an arbitrary function that RT plus 1 R maps state actions and pair to this ST comma AT equal RT plus 1. This reward the trajectory representing the sequential process of selecting an action from a state and then transition to a new state, and receiving a reward can be represented like this. You can see here the diagram. With the help of this diagram, you can nicely understand the explanation of the entire idea. For example, this diagram contains 3 steps. The first step is very simple. All time t, the environment is in state as t. So we can denote here as t. The second step is the agent observe the current state and select action AT. So the AT is the kind of select action. And the step 3 is the environment transition to a state ST plus 1 and grants the agent reward RT plus 1. This process then start over for the next time, step T plus 1. Now, since the set of states and the set of rewards are finite, the random variables RT and ST that represent the reward in the state at time t have well-defined probability distribution. In other words, we can say all the possible values that can be assigned to RT and ST have some associated probability. This distribution depends on the proceeding state in action that occurred in previous time step t minus 1. So you can see the example here. Suppose a prime is a state S within the set of all the states and the R is a reward within the set of all rewards. Then there is some probability that the state A time t st equal to S prime and that the reward of all time t will be R. This probability is determined by the particular values of the proceeding state and proceeding actions. We have a bit more formal details regarding transition probabilities on the corresponding block for these videos. Thank you.